Welcome back, everybody. We're back online, good to go. And it is time for Starladder Korea, Day 3. I'm Gods. Joining me is K-Pop-Tosis. How you doing, buddy?
Doing wonderful. We're kind of running around.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure everything works. We're having struggles up here, guys. We're up on the 3rd floor, and we're overloading the circuits up here. We've got too much electricity, and the power will just blink sometimes.
Power blinked. I run downstairs to the garage, run back up, and that's my workout today. If it happens again, like, we're going to have to tag team out. I don't have the lungs for this, okay? I've been spending the last 3 months in Australia not exercising, but eating lots of food.
Right, unfortunately. So we're having to turn the AC off because that's apparently what's straining power. Whenever the AC cuts on is when everything wants to die.
AC's going off. The light's going to be going off soon.
Open the window. So hopefully it won't get too hot up here.
Yeah, but we've got Starladder Korea. We've got day number 3. Take a look at where we stand here. We've had 2 days so far. We've got 3 teams sitting at the top, MVP, Phoenix, Bird Game, and Monkey Spanner. So we've got 2 undefeated teams playing each other. Both these 2 teams are 2-0 right now, which is pretty exciting to see where they stand. Monkey Spanner not really considered one of the Tier 1 Korean teams yet, though.
They've been doing pretty well, though. I mean, they won convincingly against Newbie the other night.
Yes.
I think Newbie kind of showed their namesake a bit in that game. But Monkey Spanner, it's hard to tell whether or not one team was playing badly or the other team was playing well. I like to think that Monkey Spanner just played extremely well.
Yep. Well, looking at our 2 teams here, as I said, it's going to be Monkey Spanner against MVP. You can talk about MVP stats a bit. They're getting more kills than death. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
Monkey Spanner are 2-0. Like, how do they have more deaths than kills? This is from past tournaments as well, maybe.
Maybe. Their first match wasn't.
It says they're 1 and 2. This is gonna be. Look.
This is not our stuff.
MVP of 14 and 6.
That's overall. That's overall. Yes. Monkey Spanner's 1 and 2.
They
overall.
played they're in the Korean Dota League.
Yes. And they've played some MLG games, I believe. Joined Dota League Korea. I think.
Sure.
I think they've played some joint Dota Leagues in
Dota
League Korea.
Anyways, we'll take a quick look at our schedule for today. We're going to hop into our draft soon. The game is underway. We've got 4 games as usual with Starladder Korea. Every team plays on every play day. So Monkey Spanner versus MVP. Get Outs versus Newbie. One of those 2 teams will get their first win.
Yep.
Then we have MVP. This should be MVP Hot 6, I believe, up against Bird Gang, which should be a good game. The other MVP, I assume that's what that should be. And then Nemesis versus 5 and Q. 5 and Q, that we saw them lose on play day 2, but that was against MVP, so they're a team to look out for and should be able to pick up a win there. But we'll hop ourselves in game if I can figure out how my toys work, and we'll hopefully get ourselves into the draft. And
yeah, there we go. Production value.
I'm nervous. I'm starting to get like sweat palms.
No, okay. What I'm already excited about is Ember Spirit Magnus combo.
Oh yeah. I think the Koreans actually did this already once. I remember.
So good.
I think this was in the Nexon sponsorship league at maybe even in the season 3 grand finals. I think Zephyr lost to it.
Yes. Well, Zephyr lost to. I don't know if they had a Magnus. I know Ember Spirit had 3 Battle Furies.
I believe it was a Magnus Ember Spirit.
It was.
I remember,
no, it was because
I remember Fear tweeting and saying, "I can't wait this Ember Spirit to see one-shot the entire Zephyr team."
No, you're right. It was Magnus because I ran the numbers because he was cleaving for 155% of his.
Oh God.
Like, he was cleaving for more damage than he was doing to his main target.
The problem is, like, the first target you reach with your Slater Feast, you probably kill the entire wave, so you don't actually get that many cleave hits. You have to hope all 5 heroes are grouped up, which is what Magnus is perfect for with an RP.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really good. And cleave damage is OP because it doesn't get reduced by armor.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I like this combo. Most people, like, when you pick up Ember Spirit, don't even ban the mag. I'm surprised it hasn't been used a bit more.
What I like about Ember Spirit Magnus is I don't like the clowny 3 Battle Fury build. It's fun, but it leaves you very, very glass cannony. And against something like a Storm Spirit, against a Bat Rider, against Ancient Apparition, you'll get killed.
Jump on you.
You'll get killed fast. So having that allows you to have the cleave already just from the Empower. And so you can build real items instead of 3 Battle Furies.
Okay. Well, I mean, looking at Monkey Spanner, Storm, Bat Rider, AA Shaman, they've got their 2 supports, they've got their 2 souls. They haven't picked up a carry of sorts, and I mean, I think that their draft isn't really about what carry they pick. It's like you say, the Bat Rider and the Storm Spirit are the key heroes here. They're going to be looking to make sure Ember Spirit doesn't do too much. They want to prevent Magnus from getting off of big RPs.
Right.
They go for a Morphling, but to me it's like, well, Morphling could be any insert carry hero here. It doesn't really sum up what their draft's about.
I feel like every time we've seen Morphling in the last week, it's been like, oh yeah, Morphling's in this, but any carry could fit this role. It's kind of like we have a very good early to mid-game team. Let's round it out with a late-game carry that won't die early.
He's good in the sense that it gives him a lot of extra burst damage. Like, I imagine it will be a Ethereal Blade build, and against... I mean, Ember Spirit does have the magic resistance from Flame Guard, but he's still fairly squishy if you go for the Battle Fury build. These two supports are also really squishy, even with Rubik having the null field.
Right, and those are two supports that typically build mobility items instead of... They're not Ags builders for the most part, so they're not really going to be tanky towards the end part of the game. Like Rubik, Crystal Maiden, usually when they get a lot of farm, they go for items like Blink, Force Staff. So they're going to be susceptible to the Eth-Blade Shotgun combo more so than the AA or other supports that are going to build tankier items late game.
Queen of Pain last pick for MVP. That's QO's hero. The former 5 in QO solo mid. You can't really call yourselves 5 in QO once the guy leaves, though.
It's like if the guy for Bird Gang left. Oh gosh, I can't even remember his name. It's got Bird in it. Can't remember his name.
Okay. Does he still have Bird in it?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember his name. I don't know why.
MP is their solo. MP 10 Bird. Oh, 10 Bird.
10 Bird. There you go. 10 Bird.
I never made that connection.
Yeah, it's like if 10 Bird left.
10 Bird, Bird Gang. Okay. Anyways, guys, let us know on the stream chat if there's any issues with the stream. Hopefully this sounds okay. I can adjust our mic levels a bit. And for those of you in Dota TV, apparently there's some issues with Dota TV tickets at the moment. I saw people talk. It was happening in the SEA Best of the Best tournament, which is also going on. So.
It's just down for everyone right now.
Okay, so Dota TV is down for everyone. We apologize to those of you who have bought a ticket. It's hopefully being sorted out soon. I'm sure Starladder have contacted Valve, and something's hopefully being fixed. It's not just Starladder, and no one's trying to screw you over. The Starladder ticket's fantastic. It's $10. There's 4 regions, like some 200+ matches. You get a Lich set. You support the teams by adding to the prize pool. I'd definitely recommend buying it, just not right now.
Right.
Not while it's down.
The most international LAN finals since the international.
Yeah. 18.
What's not to love?
Yeah, that's true. But we'll get things underway here. Monkey Spanner on the Radiant side. MVP Phoenix, the better MVP.
Yes, the better MVP.
The more well-known MVP as far as some of the players on their roster.
And the better record.
Yes. But we'll introduce that. We're going to see March playing the Magnus. He's the offlane player, so it's not a solo mid-mag. He's going to be offlane QO. The new pickup's going to be playing the Queen of Pain. We'll quickly fix my sound in a second. Raisin's going to be playing the Rubik. We've got Forev playing the Ember Spirit, and then Heen on the Crystal Maiden. And let me just make sure we have some Dota 2 sounds. There we go. And
for Monkey Spanner, we'll have Nace. It's a C. I never know how to pronounce that in other languages. I'm going to call him Nace. He's on the Storm Spirit. Alongside him is 4885 on the Shadow Shaman. Yep. We'll have the carry Morphling being played by CARN. And up top, we're going to have the Bat Rider being played by, if I can actually get to him, Tootie. And joining him up top is going to be the Park on the Ancient Apparition.
Right now the two supports both posturing around this top room, but I imagine ultimately they want to head bottom. Make sure that Morph gets protected farm, or do you think you leave Morph 1v1 against Mag?
I mean, I'm okay with leaving Morph 1v1 against Mag. It's more about you never see Bat Rider tri-lanes. Yeah. He's a hero that needs his levels, and in an aggressive tri-lane, there's not really anywhere for those supports to go. So it's more like the supports just belong bottom and not with the Bat Rider more than they can, like, less that the Morphling needs the supports and more that Bat Rider doesn't need the supports.
Okay. Let me just make sure I have, oh, well, I was about to say I don't have my open mic on it, but we don't even have Dota TV anyway. But
right.
That's a good habit. I'll put open mic on.
There you go.
Alright, we're good to go. I spent a good, like, 30 minutes playing with all the different toys and the production, then I completely forgot about all my Dota 2 settings, making sure I don't get added in Steam.
But we did it.
Sayuri Futa, be gone. Still my favorite troll of all time, Sayuri Futa. I actually accepted him so he couldn't add me anymore. Every time we're casting WPC Season 1, Sayuri Futa would add me and it would pop up. And I would finally remember, but then one day Lumi would be doing camera and Sayuri Futa would add Lumi. It was a never-ending battle. I'll defeat you one day, Sayuri Futa.
This is a very interesting positioning by March. He's already cut down the tree top. And he's just walking through the secret shop to get XP.
Yeah, this is one of the
side shop,
like really cool paths you can take in the dire offlane. So. They can't zone him out that well unless Shaman comes in, but the Shadow Shaman just spending time in the jungle, probably going to look for a pull through, get the single pull going, get the next pull in, and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
As far as mid goes, we've got Storm versus Queen of Pain. QO Probably the player expected to win this matchup, not so much because of the hero matchup, but just because of what we've seen it from him in the past with 5 and QO. And Monkey Spanner, well, if this Storm can win this lane, that's going to be a good start for them as far as causing an upset against MVP here.
Exactly. It's not looking too great so far, as QO is already 9 last hits to 3. It's that early Null Talisman.
Yeah.
The Storm Spirit went for a really, really early bottle rush.
This is a hard matchup for Storm until level 6. Like I actually talked to Blitz a lot about this matchup. It's one that he's played a lot in pubs, and because Storm Spirit often you want to go in for the Remnant to help you last hit, then you get the Overload harass, but you walk in, you get Shadow Strike, and that's where you take a Shadow Strike, you take 2-3 right clicks, and suddenly you're getting zoned out of the lane. So it's actually a really tough matchup for Storm. Level 6, if you can get a kill, then you're good, but that's still if you hit a really slow level 6, you're gonna struggle.
Right. So it's kind of an out of your comfort zone for most Storm Spirit players, because they're used to playing a lot more aggressive in lane, getting up close to the creep waves, being able to throw down some remnants, and here you have to be a lot more careful.
We're seeing CM, he can just go for a straight up jungle Crystal Maiden, which I think seems to be working fine, because Rubik's doing a good job of zoning out the Batrider for the most part. Batrider actually getting aggressive on the Rubik. That's kind of Rubik's job. Even if you're on the run here, it means Batrider's not really contesting the Ember Spirit for farm. And Ember Spirit, Boots, Quelling Blade, kind of expecting a Battle 3 out of him just because of the Magnus combo.
Right. That's one of the things that we see now. We're starting to see Batrider make more of a re-emergence back into the scene, but he's still, with that base damage nerf, he's such a weak laner. It's still very difficult for him to go into the off lane and get much out of it. And as we see here, he's only got 1 last hit 3 minutes in.
Yep. Well, and he's also being picked up very early in the draft. Like, teams are first and second picking him from a lot of what I'm seeing.
Right.
An interesting transition. Like, I think he's definitely he's a great hero in the mid to late game when he gets the blink daggers. Jumped on a bit here at the top lane. Is there going to be a Searing Chains? Hasn't been used just yet. And
Dyer's top tower is under
very aggressive posture going in.
Yeah.
You want to go on me? Well, too bad. I'll go on you.
Ember Spirit, even if he gets the Searing Chains off, he doesn't have... The Flame Guard got immediately destroyed by the Firefly, so I guess he can't really do much more here. But actually, Barry gets fairly look serious.
Oh, bad luck.
And that was as the Flame Guard came back up. He's actually going to look to dive this one. Batrider, ooh, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. First blood. Before it go down, he pops a magic stick and actually saved his life. So, bit of a mistake there, and that was with Searing Chains missing as well.
It was.
Too bad.
A lot of people would just turn around at that point, but Forev actually was smart enough to realize that he, with the stick charges, with the damage out, he had the Sleight of Fist off cooldown, that he had enough damage to actually go in and make the kill.
And Batrider going for 2 in the Firefly. I mean, this is your standard Batrider build, especially for the off lanes, but if you had like a 1-1-1 build with a pointed flame break, could have maybe gone better from there. He needs QO.
Oh, blinking front of him, getting the haste rune.
This is terrible. Queen of Pain with a haste rune at this point in the game could just clean up here. The Park needs to be careful. They need to just stand their ground and fight. They'll do just that. Force QO back. 1-for-1 trade CM for the Shadow Shaman, but that's a kill going to your Queen of Pain, who is already up to 26 CS to the 9 of the Storm. This is a slaughter in mid lane.
And she's going to go.
What's this Batrider doing? Batrider at the top river's actually found the Rubik. I think Rubik may go down. Queen of Pain's coming to help out. Rubik, is he going to take a fall here? Queen of Pain cannot do anything about it. He's taking a ton of damage.
But he's coming back in.
No.
The Frostbite.
CM will just finish this one off. 2 going to go down the second time in as many minutes.
Frostfire, take you.
QO back to the mid lane. Hit level 6. Found himself, didn't get that kill, got the assist there.
Radiant's top tower
still good
is
trade
under
all
attack.
around for MVP, and this is a big worry for Monkey Spanner.
Right.
So much of their draft is reliant on the timing of Batrider getting his blink and Storm Spirit just having enough farm that he can be a good initiator, but he is going to be playing catch up for a long time.
He's really struggling right now. 10 last hits at this point in the game is not solid. Not solid at all. And all of MVP is able to play safely while this rotation goes on towards the mid lane. It's just been March has been able to do decently well in his off lane. 5 last hits is not great, but he's not getting harassed at all. He's being able to get levels. He's level 4 at this point, which is solid. And the Morphling is not even. He's been kind of shut down a little bit by the 27 last hits to the 35 of the Ember Spirit. Considering how much rotation's been going on, is a huge win for MVP.
Yeah, and like you say, only 5 CS on a mag, but just not dying means he almost goes Arcane Boot. 180 gold away from that. Give it 2 more minutes. You're getting a 7-8 minute Arcane Boot as an off lane. That's perfectly reasonable. Storm just gets decimated in mid. I like that. QO could have stayed mid, but he went back to base to heal up so he could get full mana for his combo. Comes back, blows up the Storm. Storm even had ulti there, but he just couldn't react.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
QO was just too fast with the combo. Batrider's just retreated now into the jungle. He's going to get a big stack here. I like this from the Batrider. There's nothing you can do top to lane against the Ember Spirit +1. Any hero rotating in is almost a guaranteed kill. So he falls back. We'll kill off some stacks here, and this will get him decent level and farm. He's already halfway to his Blink Dagger all of a sudden, even after dying.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right, and Radiant jungle is so easy for the Batrider. I don't know why he didn't do the triangle pull, though. He could have went Fireflied over to the bottom camp and got those ghosts as well. Yeah. But that's a very common thing for Batrider in the Radiant jungle. He can just do that quick triangle with the Firefly and farm up 3 camps at once.
As far as Monkey Spinner go, look at Khan. He's farming well, but considering
Radiant's
he's going to be a safe lane, free farm lane, he's behind the Ember Spirit, even behind the Queen of Pain, who's been kind of constantly contesting for farm with the Storm Spirit. So
right.
I feel Khan is just not quite where he needs to be as far as his farm goes.
When you look at these offlaners, Batrider versus Magnus, you think Batrider is the one that's going to be able to contest the farm slightly better than the Magnus, at least in terms of denying, keeping the other carry, maybe not farming themselves because Batrider's base damage is so low, but forcing the other carry to not get as many last hits. Batrider's a lot better at that than Magnus is.
We've only seen Magnus sit back and not even contest farm as well. Like, we've seen Batrider get aggressive on the Rubik, try and push him out of the lane, but Magnus, we just saw him playing around by the secret shop, Tengung his way through, and I don't know, just a bit of spam in there. Kilo's found another one. That mid lane gets the Storm Spirit. That's without Sonic Wave.
Oh my gosh, and he has an Invis rune. He doesn't even pop it for the kill, he uses it to get away.
To get away and then okay, he's not going to use it to go back in, he just wants the bottle charges now. 4885 in the mid lane. One Crystal Nova, this is a dead Shadow Shaman.
This is where I want to see a Queen of Pain actually get Aghanim Scepter. Because we saw
up, like first item.
First item. We've seen it. We've seen the buff that reduced the cooldown like by a lot, but we haven't seen anyone really get it. Because where it excels is as a snowball item. Like as like after Orchid, it's not as good. Maybe Orchid first item is still good. I'm not saying that it's a better build. I just like to see it. I want to see if it works.
Well, the main buff was the level 1 and level 2 Aghanim's ulti. Like
yes.
Level 3 was kept because I remember in the past when you get Ags, if you're level 16, it's great because it's got the really short cooldown. But
exactly.
If you get a really fast Ags, it's like, well, it's still got this long cooldown. Oh,
whoa, what I miss?
Smoke wrap around from the Rubik CM, not going to get the lift which they needed, but as cool as an Aghanim's is, like you're against a Storm, you kind of maybe want the Orchid. The only other way you maybe set him up for a kill is that Rubik lift.
Exactly.
But we'll see. Ooh, Mag. He went down in no time at all.
Radiant's top
they come in with killing touch and blow him up, but at this point, Mag dying at this stage of the game is not a big issue. He's already got Arcane Boots sitting on a TP scroll. He hasn't hit level 6, which is, I guess, the main thing you want out of your Mag to maybe have a little bit more experience.
But he's halfway there.
Yeah, all in all, he's had a solid offlane game, and that one kill there is not going to make much difference. He gets more.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He only got an assist out of it. He's actually up to 2.6.
Radiant's
gold,
middle
so
tower has
we'll have
fallen.
to see what build he goes. Like, do we look at a straight shotgun, or do
Radiant's
you go?
top tower has fallen.
I don't know. The BTS house seems to have a shared sort of hatred of the Lincoln Sphere build.
Right.
So.
Well, he is going Lincolns, it looks like, unless he's going for something odd.
Oh,
he
yeah,
did get an ultimate orb.
Okay.
I like Lincolns first, especially when you're up against a team like this. You got a lot of targeted abilities. Well, I guess not as many as you'd think.
Right now.
And QO, you just need to keep the camera on QO at this point.
Yeah.
He is 4-0. He is 4 of.
Oh, QO's gone back. He wants the Morphling here. Morphling was sitting on a lot of agi. This QO's going to finish him off. Mark happy to throw away his life for that one. He's good up the RP, but didn't get a chance to use it. QO now is going to finish.
He wants some more.
Ooh, he's actually shacked under the tower. He may pay for this one. Luckily, the Rubik's there to take out the Shaman, but Park is there, finishes off the kill. He's still under the tower, and he's going to try force some of these heroes back. And Batrider may even be able to get a kill out of this. He steals the Firefly.
I love this animation.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think he can get out of this one. His Firefly's going to last a bit longer. He's going to turn around for a
try to get some last hits.
That's not going to get him anywhere, and he just can stand, watch, and that's Batrider's Blink Dagger. So it's not all over for Monkey Spanner. You get a blink up on the Batrider.
It was a 2-for-3 trade. Monkey Spanner ended up on the better end of that.
The kill on the co-op, which went to a split between 3 heroes. So better than it going to like a support. It means Morphling gets a decent chunk of gold, and have to see where MVP. We haven't even seen Ember Spirit this game.
Nope, he's just chilling top.
His only kill was in the laning stage.
And he is going. He is going Battle Fury.
Yeah, why? Of course. That's what I've seen you with a mag.
you already have cleave. Just get real items.
I love the glass cannon Ember Spirit, bro. As much as it's not good against a Storm Batrider, maybe I just love it so much.
You need a BKB so bad.
Battle Fury crit Deso. Oh man, that just gets me excited.
Well, now we'll see if he stacks them. Now we'll see what his second item is. That's
Yeah.
Because he's already finished it. 11 minutes in, he's got his Battle Fury.
I think we get style points for going crit next. Battle Fury crit.
It's fun.
Oh, it's actually like good against in most games. This
Right.
is one of those games where the fact they're ahead, it probably is still quite good. I don't think you'll get punished for doing it, but if this was like a back and forth type game and you're against a Storm Batrider, you may think.
Right. And Batrider will engage.
You won't make her down again. The AO thing will finish him off, so.
All right.
Dire's
That's
middle tower
as soon as
is
he gets
under
the blink, he
attack.
comes out, gets a kill, and an important kill. They're slowing down QO. He's got his first Oblivion staff, but considering how well he was doing, you'd expect a 15-minute Orchid, which if he doesn't get the farm, he may not even find.
It's kind of that thing where you play so well early that you are you get that cockiness about you, and you think you can go into situations that you really can't. And he paid for it. He's died 2 times in the last 3 minutes.
QO is one of those players, like he's amazingly
bottom
skilled in
tower
lane, but
is
he
under
does get
attack.
cocky and does sort of his decision making in the mid to late game sometimes a bit questionable. I used to play against a guy in Australia. He was on a competitive team there, and it was one of those things you always knew you could punish was the fact that this
Dire's
guy
bottom tower
he would do
has fallen.
amazing in lane, but he would make bad decisions later on. So even if you get behind early in the mid lane, you think, hey, look, this guy. He needs to just work on some of his decision making later because you can punish him.
Right,
And that's what we've seen.
That's exactly what they're doing. It's almost even in kills now.
Yeah. As far as the gold graph goes, though, it's still a 5k lead for MVP, and most of that's coming in the form of this Ember Spirit, who's been untouched. The Queen of Pain obviously considerably outfarming the Storm in mid lane as well. That's a tower as well for a Monkey Spanner, so I like where they're going from this. It looks like they want to try to get the Ember Spirit more involved as well. Well, no, not really. I was like, I didn't see him top. I saw Corp top. I was like, oh, Ember Spirit's not top. He must be off helping the team. No.
And he's going second item, Battle Fury. All right, let's buckle in, boys. This is gonna be enjoyable.
Radiant's
One
top
slate of
tower
fistful
is under attack.
he actually got a second point in his ulti, which not many Ember Spirits do.
No, they don't. Because usually the whole point is the mobility. It's not really about the damage that you
The damage, yeah,
Radiant's
is a
bottom
bit of
tower
a
is
small
under
knockback.
attack.
They're going to get another pick off here. Another Batrider Blink Lasso. This just seems to work out well whenever they go for these. And, well, 2D, he's sort of made up for his bad early game start.
Yes, he got that Blink Dagger. He formed up those camps that they had stacked for him in the Radiant Jungle, and he was able to get a Blink Dagger and start punishing MVP's over aggression. They got cocky. They thought they had the lead and that they could get a little overextensive, and they're able to punish that. That's what Batrider and Storm Spirit really excel at.
Khan's almost got a Lincoln's too, so even though it's not always the most preferred item, I mean, it's still good, especially when Queen of Pain's going Orchid. It'll help against a Rubik Telekinesis engagement. So it's still going to be a useful item, and if he can get a fast Ethereal Blade after that, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Exactly.
So, I still think Monkey Spanner, despite the gold deficit, are in a good position. They just have to keep on doing what they've done the last 5 minutes, which is whenever this Batrider lassos up, find a pick-off with the lasso plus AA ulti. Use the Storm Spirit as well. Storm Spirit can't just farm his Orchid at this point. Even though he's kind of behind, I think he needs to be involved in these ganks as well.
Agreed. What do you think about getting the 2 Robe of the Magi instead of getting Sobi masks on the Storm Spirit? Because normally what I always hear is you don't really want a whole lot of raw mana because the Ball Lightning is percentage-based. That you want to get more mana regen instead of the raw mana pool.
Well, it's partly percentage based. It's like percentage plus based.
Right.
Mana.
Yeah, exactly.
Bottom tower
I think
is under
increased
attack.
mana pool is still better than the Sage's Mask. Like, it gives you more mana for when you're actually engaging.
Okay.
I guess in between you want to have the Sage's Mask. But
I've seen some of both.
yeah, I think most of the sorcerers I think
Oh.
are great execution. These guys,
Radiant's
their laning was
structures are
like their
fortified.
laning and decision making was
Radiant's
sometimes a bit
bottom tower
like
is
iffy
under
and questionable,
attack.
but their teamwork
And we'll get another kill bot.
QO. He's got a kill here. Actually gonna get lassoed. There's not enough damage to bring him down. He's gonna look to blink it some more, and Duty doesn't get the tower tonight. He may go down for this. He's got the Firefly. He gets blown up by the Sonic Wave though.
My
And,
thanks.
MVP coming out on
Yeah.
top on that one and bot.
Absolutely.
2-0.
The Flaming Lasso being used just defensively, not to actually try and get a kill, which is a bit of a worry.
Exactly.
But we'll see QO just head back in the jungle, get a bit more farm. He's getting on his way to Zorkid, but Morph's already going to have Lincoln Sphere, which is a good sign for him. It means that the Lincolns is up. Queen of Pain cannot go around solo killing Morph, because the one way to kill him is to silence him before he gets the Morph strength up. You burst him down, so with Lincolns there, Queen of Pain will struggle to actually be able to do that. As we'll see Ember Spirit, this time around he actually is posturing himself on the other side of the map. He's got his first Battle Fury, has a Perseverance. Oh man.
If this is how if you're gonna go double Battle Fury, at least farm it as fast as he's doing it.
Yeah.
It's good.
How many Battle Furies do we get? Like, what's...
No more than 3.
Yeah. Well, I guess like if over-under would be like 2.5. Do we see it being just 2, or are we looking at a third?
From what I saw before versus Zephyr, it was 2 Battle Furies, then crit, then 5th Battle Fury.
Third Battle Fury.
Third Battle Fury.
After the
Fifth item,
Yeah.
Battle Fury after boots, and then he got bots, I think.
There's going to be a hectic. Queen of Pain is going to go down. Max is too late with the RP. He's going to die with his AA ultimate. If it lands, it does land, and AA gets the kill. CM going to go down as well. Storm's just a bit too far. Uses a lot more mana than he needed to, but Keen is dead regardless. Use some more mana, not going to matter. They get the kill there. 3 kills to Monkey's mana.
That's great.
Ember Spirit may start soon regretting this item. I think the item build's okay, but he needs to be at these fights more
He can't.
than anything.
He can't fight right now.
When that RP lands, if he's there with a
Dire's top
Slate of Fist
tower
plus
is under
Searing Chain,
attack.
that's a lot of damage. Those heroes would melt. He's one Battle Fury Ember Spirit with what? What levels? Empower is just level 1. Okay, not the
Right.
biggest Empower, but it's still a lot of damage here, I feel. And I think if he was there for the RP, even with the Queen of Pain dead, they could have cleaned up a couple
Dire's
of
top
heroes.
tower has
That's
fallen.
true. It's just, it's so hard when you have a Bat Rider and a Storm Spirit. They're able to go on you at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
And one thing that is really impressing me out of Monkey Spanner right now is when Ancient Apparition is kind of the in vogue support right now. He's the popular pick that we haven't seen a whole lot of. But instead of just picking AA into any type of lineup thinking he's a strong hero, they're picking him with a lot of this long-range setup, which is really where Ancient... Like, I see a lot of teams that will just pick Ancient Apparition into any type of lineup, and it doesn't work very well. It's very underwhelming.
Yeah.
But we saw him at mid lane gank. You can throw an ult and have a Storm Spirit anywhere close to them, and they can follow up with a lot of damage afterwards. And that's where Ancient Apparition is really shows his strengths. Oh, what a great...
And the silence, the Orchid is on the Storm Spirit. There's not enough follow-up damage. He may actually survive this one. No, he won't. The heck is that? Is Rubik still heck? No, I don't believe so. But 3 Monkey Spanner heroes do go down. Ember Spirits look for more. No Searing Chains there. Will TP out. But MVP, they strike back. They lose 3 at top lane. They get 3 back. They hold their tier 2 tower. That's a bit more like it from them.
That was just Monkey Spanner sticking around too long without any cooldowns.
Yeah, Bat Rider's ulti's up now, but I don't think it was for that fight. Storm was also just low mana in general. Morphling isn't really fight ready as well. Like the previous fight they won was catching MVP out by surprise. Like they picked the Queen of Pain, and Magnus kind of went in after the Queen of Pain was already dead with an RP, which sealed his fate. Then the CM was nearby, who got caught by a storm. It was one of those. Hey, everyone went in 1 by 1 and got picked off 1 by 1. And Monkey Spanner, if they don't get a fight like that, they're probably not going to win the fight.
Exactly. And QO, he's going to be going next item, Necronomicon, it looks like.
Interesting.
I don't know if I've seen a whole lot of co-ops build it. It's not bad, by any means.
It's, yeah, decent against Morphling, burning his mana, and another way to break the Lincolns, I guess, with the mana burn. But once you get that level 2, level 3 Necrobook, Morphling will lose all his mana very quickly.
It's very true.
Storm Spirit as well. I mean, Storm Spirit's a bit harder to actually latch on, because generally he's engaged.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still see some Bat Rider. He went for a Blink Lasso. March is going to skewer his way out of that way. And this is where, even with the Blink Lasso, if you don't instantly lasso him after that Blink, you can so quickly just fire Remnant out of there. And that's what we saw at top here. But I think Monkey Spanner, they don't need a groupers fight. They just need to keep going for these, like you say, the AA Ice Blast. These ganks with either Storm Spirit or Bat Rider.
Radiant's bottom
Storm
tower
could be one
is
lane
under
looking for
attack.
Pigos, Bat Rider another. As soon as they see a hero, AA says, okay, I'm throwing ulti, wait for it and go, and then Bat Rider or Storm gets an easy kill.
Exactly. They don't have to stay in a very aggressive position. Like, they can stay somewhat safe, and as soon as their ward spots out someone from the other team being a little bit aggressive, MVP, they can then go. Instead of staying in an aggressive position, you know, leaving yourself open to get ganked yourself, you can wait until you see somebody from the other team and punish their mistakes.
For the time being, it looks like Nace is going to finish his Orchid at top lane. We've got the AA getting a bit more... He's actually really well onto his way to an Aghanim Scepter. And before that fight at top, he was 4-0 and 5. He's just 1,500 away from an Ags, and that's with very little CS. Just not dying, getting kills, and I guess most of the wards are coming from the Shadow Channel, being the primary fight position support. And if AA can get an Aghanim Scepter, that's actually something that will hurt Ember Spirit. He's got low HP pool. He's not going BKB. Ice Blast on him. Storm, all you need is like one more spell, like a Storm Zip in, and that's an easy kill.
Exactly.
D4 up, what exactly is he thinking about going? He's got the Crystallis.
Oh
No
my.
more Battle Furies, but pure Glass Cannon.
This is what we saw before. 2 Battle Furies, crit, and then we'll probably see him go for his third Battle Fury.
I like this Mag didn't even max skewer. He's like, guys, I gotta get him Power Prowl.
3 points, good enough.
It's like, do I even? It probably hits level 11. It's like, do I get level 2 RP or do I get my next point in this tower? Like,
which actually benefits the team
yeah.
more. The extra damage and stun duration.
Gonna get that cleave up and for wiping out creep waves at will. This is it's kind of scary for MKS, but they're just gonna look at this and say, we're not 5-man fighting. We're gonna look for those pickoffs. We're gonna look, and that's where Khan should be probably going for an ethereal blade. I don't think going for a pure carry build is gonna work here. You need that shotgun.
Right. And if they're gonna pick somebody off now is the time, smoke gank up the river.
Yeah. Well, MKS are outnumbered here. Mag's gonna screw to the high ground. That's gonna spot the Bat Run. He has a blink. Ooh, he tried to RP. There's gonna be a follow-up with the slate of hits. Looks like Bat Run should take a fall.
Hey, ult on 3.
Wow, that's actually doing a lot of damage. Mark's gonna go now. Bat Run is still alive. He got RP, but the Serpent Ward. Those Serpent Wards just. Alright guys, welcome back. Do apologize for that. We're going to reconnect into the game. I think the stream should be back online now. Good to go. But yeah, we're going to reconnect in and hopefully haven't missed too much of this game. Monkey Spanner, hero killer, really.
Physical existence.
But yeah, we're going to be back in the game, guys. Do apologize. A few issues here at the studio, which will hopefully get sorted out. And we're going to see Monkey Spanner. This is taking on MVP, our first match of Korea Day 3. MVP just having picked off the Shadow Shaman. They're kind of in a good position. If they want to take Roche, they can. AA Ultimate's going to scout this one out, but it doesn't hit any of these heroes. So even though Monkey Spanner know, MVP also know, AA Ulti's on cooldown. They don't have to worry about that flying in. And, well, it's hit no one. So this should be a pretty easy, uncontested Roshan, I want to say. Shadow Shaman not being there actually kind of matters, considering how much damage those Serpent Wards can do, and with 15 seconds for ALT, not going to see any contestion over this one.
That was kind of a subtle next level play by making sure that they are attacking Roche on the edge of the pit, like kind of the extension of his Rubik Falls.
It's one of those things which I feel sometimes just happens without doing it on purpose, though. Like, you attack it as like you're a ranged hero, like standing here, so you attack Roche, and Roche then comes to you.
Right.
And well,
we'll pretend we did it on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, it could well be, but it's one of those things like when you're trying to engage onto a team taking Roshan, sometimes you don't quite know where Roshan is going to be. CQ up to Governor Abigail. He's got a Necro Book 3 here. Ace, so Ace needs to be careful. He's getting very low. He's on the low ground. He's just going to go down to a right click from Pure. He was actually silenced up. It looks like Storm has finished his Orchid, so the right click's the empowered Queen of Pain.
So strong.
Oh, man. And I think Ember Spirit has his data list.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I want to see just one cleave before this game is over. That kills at least like 3 heroes.
Is under attack.
Morphling Candy's got his Ethereal Blade, so small sign of hope here for them as Pure's going to get another pick. Just jumps in and takes out anyone. With an Aegis here, he doesn't have to be afraid. He catches out the support Shadow Shaman.
This guy's an Observer's worst nightmare. You can't leave him.
Yeah.
You can just jump in and kill anyone, anytime.
Like Morphling did leave that top lane, realizing his team needs help here. Barrett going to grab a lasso here. This is going to be on the Ember Spirit here. Can they actually blow him up? The A ultimate's there as well. They're going to take him out. Queen of Pain with the Sonic Stream. That is the Ethereal Blade backfiring for Morphling. You blow up the Ember Spirit, but you just make yourself take more damage from that Queen of Pain.
She's going to clean up.
That was like one-shotted with a Sonic Wave. May actually go down here. The Storm Spirit coming back here, and that's going to be enough to kill off the Queen of Pain. Has an Aegis though, so it doesn't even matter. There's going to be a lift on the Storm, and he's actually low mana. He's going to have to use all he can to get out, but he's silenced up. Pure goes in with an Orchid. 4 heroes dead, just a Shadow Shaman left standing. Shadow Shaman, hide, man. Don't want to fight Q.
Don't go in. What are you doing?
Don't. You may have shackles. You don't have hex, but no, that is not a fight you want to be taking here. Shaman just... Does he realize there's 4 heroes here? 3 of Blink, and 1 is a 4-star. They could easily just jump him in. Oh,
I'm actually surprised Kuro blinked out instead of trying to man up on him.
I think he... Well, maybe he couldn't get the kill 1v1, but he had 3 heroes, all of whom could blink up, 4-stuff up, and come help him.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a non-factor here. They're going to go back, get the tower here. A also going to go flying in and...
Radiant's middle tower
Going to
has
actually land on
fallen.
anyone apart from Heen, and Heen's, well, he's easily still alive. He's got a gem, 4-stuff, 2.4k gold.
Dyer's
Entire
bottom
Dire
tower
team is just
is
getting
under attack.
very, very rich now. Your Crystal Maiden has got 8k. Crystal Maiden has more net worth than your Storm Spirit.
Oof.
It's like
That's
not
never
quite
a good
Wizard
sign.
level, but he's out farming the Magnus by a considerable amount. Ember Spirit is at this point with such a big lead. I imagine he may think Battle Fury again.
That's been what we've seen before.
Yeah.
I guess if you're gonna do it, you might as well just go all the way.
1200 crit, no problem.
And at this point, with Empower and 2 Battle Furies, he is cleaving for more damage on secondary targets than primary targets. It should be about 105 or 115 if I remember the math right.
Catch up Q here. Can they kill him? They get a silence. Okay, with the silence with the Hero Blade, they can get the kill there. Storm zipped in from far away to get the silence. This is Monkey Spanner's only option here from here on out. It's just keep picking people. Before MVP group up to go for pushes, to go for fights, you just got to pick someone off, and ideally a key hero, the Queen of Pain or the Ember Spirit. These are the 2 heroes you have to keep trying to kill over and over again for the next 15 minutes without taking an actual team fight.
Right. At this point, if I'm playing the Alliance version of Ancient Apparition, I'm just not even worried about being in the fight.
Oh yeah.
Just go ahead and get as far away from the fight as possible so you get that maximum AoE on the Ice Blast. Honestly, if he goes to the bottom right and hides in the woods, just to make sure when the team fight happens, he has the widest AoE possible on his own, because that's all he is right now.
Yeah, he's got the Axe now. He's keeping home to pick it up, or just stay at Fountain. You throw it from Fountain. If team fight's the other side of the map, I guess team fight's going to be happening near the Radiant base.
Right. But honestly, if he's in a fight that Ember Spirit is included in, he's actually a detriment to his team because he's another cleave target.
Yeah.
That's one more target that he can cleave on and do more damage to other heroes.
And the AALT has a short cooldown, so if you die, that means you're going to be dead while it's off cooldown. You want to be throwing that as much as possible.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not spamming it. You want to have it for when a gank happens, but you want to be able to have it up most of the time.
It's kind of funny because there's no hero in Dota that's really like this whole, like literally a sniper. I'm going to hide, never be in any fights, but just shoot across the map and try to do everything.
Takes a lot of damage at top lane, actually. I think that must have just been a bit of burst damage there. I think that was just one Slate of Fist. Got him down to like a quarter HP.
Oof. He does buy bots next, which I think is what we saw next.
The Ember Spirit?
Yes, the Ember Spirit. Which is smart at this point in the game.
It opens up an item slot. That's always one of my favorite things about bots, is you just get that one extra item slot. It does... Well, he's got the Quelling Blade anyway, so we kind of had the item slot there if he needed it, but... Things are going pretty good for MVP. They're currently 2-0, and Monkey Spanner as well, so even a loss here, they're still looking like in a good position. The way the Korea works is that the top 4 teams from our 8-team round robin go on to the playoffs. The playoffs, I believe, is played entirely on LAN. Nexon are going to be hosting the Korean LAN final. At least the finals of it. I think all of the matches in that top 4, I think it's like a single elimination bracket. All of those matches will be played on LAN at one of the Nexon studios.
Which is exciting.
So, great to see it. And that Monkey Spanner in a good position. They're 2-0. And they're kind of one of those teams who should be on the cusp of that, like, that kind of in the middle, or maybe even the upper middle, especially with Zephyr not playing, with DOT not playing.
Exactly.
You've got the 2 MVPs, you've got 5 in queue.
And they're giving MVP a run for their money. MVP, the team that took a game off Zephyr.
Yeah.
A very solid team, and Monkey Spanner's making it go late.
This is a good sign, because they need some confidence in those other matchups, the more important ones, because right now it looks like MVP Phoenix should be the team to beat, finishing first, but then after that you've got the other 3 big teams. You've got Bird Gang, 5 in queue, as well as... who am I forgetting? The other MVP. Yeah, so those are kind of your 4 big names in the Korean one. Monkey Span to me are like number 5, but they're number 5 who could beat MVP Hot 6. They could beat 5 in queue, especially 5 in queue who no longer have QO, who are playing as a different roster.
Right. And Bird Gang's been in a bit of a struggle lately, especially on this patch. They don't have a very good record. So this could be the space. This could be the time for Monkey Spanner to step up, show that they're a team to be reckoned with. As it stands, there's been a bit of a lull here, which probably suits Monkey Spanner a bit more just because they can get those next couple of items up. Ember Spirit blows up more. I wish I saw that one. I think it may have been a crit. Oh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The first 20 minutes it was like, don't keep your eyes off QO, now it's don't keep your eyes off this Ember Spirit.
Has fallen.
Cleaves the waves down, teleports bottom, he's just all over the place, and they're on the run at mid lane. MVP are looking for a flank here. They actually don't know. I think they were smoked here. Parrot is alone. He's got a gem here. Magnus doesn't want to get scared by this illusion. It looks like there's going to be a wraparound from QO. He's starting to level up a Dagon. Dagon against the Ethereal Blade Morphling. Why not?
Right into him. Oh, RP on 2.
Dear. Even without the Ember Spirit here. That's the scary thing about MVP right now, is they can just take team fights even without their most farm carry hero, Ember Spirit.
Exactly.
Queen of Pain plus Magnus alone will win you a team fight for MVP.
Radiant's
this empowered Queen of Pain is hitting for 320 damage.
That's a scary
Radiant's
thought.
top tower has fallen.
Nace is back top, and well, Ember Spirit maybe thinking about getting. There we go, another Battle Fury. As far as actual like damage, like if you're looking at single target damage, like Desolator's maybe more cost effective at this point than getting more cleave.
Right, but like we said before, if cleave isn't reduced by armor, but it's also not amped by armor.
That's
so if you're cleaving through, the additional armor reduction on all those heroes isn't actually amping your damage that much if you're going the full cleave build.
Coming out.
Ooh, barely!
He could have almost... Well, if he had the Dagon there, that would have been... Oh, he used the Dagon, I think, to break the Lincoln, so... This Morphling just... he's had a decent game. Like, he's got his farm up, got a really fast Lincolns, and when his shot game came online, he got a kill hero there, but... The problem was he'd get a kill, but then just pay for it with his life, generally, because of how much damage his Queen of Pain is doing.
Right.
Well,
honestly, instead of that third Battle Fury, I'd just like to see a BKB. Just finish the game, man.
Because then you can actually fight not using Slate of Fists. There's a fight going on, Storm zips on you, you just right-click him.
Yeah, he's got his third Battle Fury finished.
Double damage.
And on the way.
I want to see a double damage, triple Battle Fury.
It's
Where's
coming.
the Empower? He's got the Empower.
So, with the other
Give us some
Battle
stats
Fury,
on this.
it's 155% cleave to secondary targets. So it's 50 from the Empower. It's 35 times 3, so that's 105 by
I'm watching
itself.
this guy. I don't care what the co-op's doing. I'm watching this guy.
He's got 105 cleave by itself. Oh, and QO will fall.
Yeah, going down. Where's the Ember Spirit going? He's going to fly on it.
Will we see it?
Ooh.
Only one.
There's a Ghost Scepter there. Didn't really do much with that. That was disappointing. That was with double damage. Okay, there we go. Gets them all.
There we go. There we go. So yeah, it's 155% damage to secondary targets.
Last item, Divine Rapier, surely. There was a video of XY, the Singaporean guy, playing Ember Spirit and going like 45-1 or something in a ranked matchmaking game, and he would just get Divine Rapiers. He didn't care about even having Aegis. At no point did he have an Aegis. I think he had 2 Divine Rapiers and was just so confident in his ability not to die that he had like I think he only had 1 or 2 Battle Furies, got crit, then just got 2 Divine Rapiers.
Right. Honestly, feel like Ember Spirit is one of the better rapier carries in the game. Honestly,
stay alive. Yeah,
he can stay back. His Sleight of Fist is one of the safer right-clicking abilities in the game in terms of getting your damage out. Normally, for big rapier heroes, Gyrocopter is what comes to mind because he can stay back. His right clicks are going in an AoE, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck for the rapier. And Ember Spirit is not that different, and he even has a better kit in terms of staying safe later in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Compared to a Gyrocopter, you can offer a lot more. And I mean, especially if you have a team like with heroes like Magnus, if they go in the Ember Spirit, it just sets up a Magnus RP. Late game as well, Magnus is probably looking at having something like a Refresher, so there's a good chance, well, you're going to be hitting, even if you hit 1 or 2 targets in that first RP, it's going to be just keep the Ember Spirit alive, and then you've got the second RP, sort of just control the rest of the crowd. You're not looking at a Refresher mag. Theoretically, like late game mag with the Refresher could really synergize even better with the Ember Spirit.
And you see their confidence that Forev is not going to die. He hasn't had the Aegis in either of these Roshan kills. They've been giving it to QO. And he's only died once.
He's been feeding. He's got 5 minutes. He's 17-5.
But yeah, with this build, with absolutely no like plus strength items beyond what your normal Battle Fury and stats gives you. Like, well, I mean, he's not getting any plus like no stats out of those, but just getting stat attributes. That's the only tank ability, sustainability that he's even gotten, and he's only died once. So
he hasn't been in many fights. Like he's considering his items, he's only got 4 kills. Like this game has been the QO show.
Right. It's true,
realistically speaking.
It's still impressive when you're up against a Storm, AA, Bat Rider, Morphling, those type of heroes that are supposed to be able to hunt you down and
I
find
almost
you.
wish this game was closer, so it got to a point where they needed to rely on this Ember Spirit to kill heroes, because to me, it feels like this game has been, in a way, 4v5. QO goes down every now and then. He may actually go down again. There's Iron Class as well. Even if he does, he's got the Aegis though, so it's not going to matter. Here comes your Ember Spirit. Get a Slate of Fist off. Come on. No. RP. Just on the Morphling. He was morphing agility there, I think. Never go full agility. That runner goes down. Immediate buyback.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
Just Fountain Farm. We can see some in the fountain.
Yeah.
middle tower is under attack.
This is surely one more item with this money here. He can actually go down without the Aegis here. He's going to be blowing up. TP back in. Please. Okay, he's TP back in. He actually had a flamethrower. That's a good Slate of Fist. Catches out 3. Mag and a Bleakin with a Shockwave as well. Ember Spirit needs 1 more Slate of Fist. He's going to... Yeah, this is just... Triple Battle Fury, and I'm left a little unimpressed. You got a triple.
Right.
I don't know. I think, like you say, I think realistically speaking, the BKB and more kind of fight building.
Exactly.
The phase drums maybe you get one damage item and then BKB, like you get one Battle Fury or you get your Maelstrom or you get your Deso or your crit, whatever it may be.
I'm a big fan of phase drum Deso and then BKB after that.
I think that's a good way to play it. But it's worked this game. Qo though has been the big playmaker here. 18 kills to his name. He's not done. They're gonna get the last Slater Fist in the fountain. The Storm Spirit goes down then. What's his item choice? Oh no, he bought back. I was about to say he had more gold than I remember.
Radiant's top barracks are under
and Monkey Span will be calling GG any minute now. And well, they put up a good fight. They held up for a while. It was to me they just had too slow of a start. Like their laning stage was you had Stormthrough had like 9 CS to the 36 of the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, they really showed in the mid game that they could kind of bounce back, be resilient, but it just wasn't enough at the end. Qo had already gotten too many kills, got an early Urkid, and it was just too much for them.
I think this was even though they had that bad start, it actually kind of really impressed me with Monkey Spanner just because of how well they played together as a team, the coordination, just the way they actually executed a lot of those ganks using the Ice Blast with the Bat Rider, with the Storm Spirit as well. So
with that start, a lesser team would have lost the game much faster.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. That does it for our first match here of the day in Korea Day 3. We started a bit late. We should be, I think, underway fairly soon with our next match. I think it's scheduled for 20 minutes time. So that's going to be Get Outs versus Newbie. Both teams 0 and 2 on the grid. So that's going to be one of those two teams picking up their first win. But we'll take a quick break, guys. When we come back, myself, Gods, K-Pop Toasters will have our next match of Korea Day 3 Starladder coming your way. Stay tuned.